This was just a 10-mile day hike in Canyonlands National Park in the Needles District, which is the southeast corner of the park. This is not actually my track. My kids got lost a little bit and they had my phone, so I didn't able to do the full loop. But the hike began beautiful, but as we got deeper into the canyons, it got more and more spectacular. It was absolutely unreal towards the end. The middle point, the cliffs were the biggest and the slick rock was the most spectacular. But then as we came out, there was all these really cool stripes and strangulations, which were also very unique and awesome. But I have to say, this is one of those rare hikes when I think that the drive in and the drive out were perhaps even more spectacular, because we went right past the Indian Creek rock climbing area, which is world renowned for its crack climbing. I mean, this terrain looks straight out of a Roadrunner or a Cars cartoon. I mean, if you didn't actually see it for yourself, you would think it's fake, but the train just kept on giving and giving with more and more spectacular formations. I don't know what was going on when God created this environment. He was thinking he would show off, I think, but it is spectacular, and I kind of wanted to do the drive more than once. Up ahead here, you can see those cliffs as the Indian Creek area. In just a minute here, we're going to see a whole bunch of cars on the side of the road, and that's where all the rock climbers are doing their crack climbing. A little bit stout for my taste. I can't quite do the 511, 512s on a crack climb, but I would sure like to increase my skill and try it again. All right, up here, there's some cars right there on the left, and here's a couple more here coming up. There we go. Those are all rock climbers there. Coming out of the canyon, it gets a little bit more boring as we're headed towards Moab, but this canyon itself was absolutely spectacular. Now, when we started the hike in, we had to meet up with my wife and her family and her friends, so we had to hightail it to try to get there as quick as possible. But as I said, my kids had to turn around halfway through, and they carried my phone for navigation. That's why my track isn't quite accurate. These are spectacular and never stops giving. Be too far away for you to see it, but that is a very interesting balancing act up on the horizon. Look at that, that's cool. There's my little trail markers, little Karen. Quite an amphitheater up here. Beautiful on every side. It looks like the command center of like a battleship or like a Star Destroyer or something, doesn't it? It's just spectacular. Hey, looks like someone's there looking for me. It says Jane. Somehow, I gotta climb this beast. Good luck with that. Looks like tree rings, doesn't it? How do you get down? Not exactly sure how this is going to play out. Oh, that's cool. We're going to a little slot canyon. Yes, that's going to be fun. Oh, yes. Ha ha ha. There's my familiar cairns. Take me out. This trail is so interesting. Most people wouldn't even call it a trail. Requires a bit of skill. Imagine if it was slick with rain, it'd be a whole different enchilada. Yeah, that's fun. All right, where's the trail go from here? You see Karen? Ah, there's one. Let's go get it.
See, I want to say that the driveway we could have put up with, even though it was really cracked. There's a cairn over there, but we must have to go.
Oh my goodness, look how beautiful it is.
No, we go around.
Every direction you look
See, there's a cairn right there.
is fantastic.
Well, there's one right there. Yeah. And
I like how the grain shifts at this demarcation point. How cool is that? This is just a really beautiful place.